Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're all welcome to Socrates Air Flight or 10521 to 𝗩𝗏𝗏𝗏. Before the departure, may we have your attention. In the drive given to you, you will find the travel brochure which we now ask you to read as we take off into the floating island. Please ensure that your seatbelt is firmly fastened. Your seat is on the upright position and your tray table has been secured. All electronic devices must be turned off and remain off until you are all inside the terminal. Thank you for your attention and we wish you all a pleasant flight.
Welcome to the magical country of 𝗩𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, Crystal of Hope.
When God was acknowledged as the creator of humankind, he also secretly made a being called 𝗖ญ่, which governed spirits and creatures who were not fully developed to live with humans, but were capable to coexist with each other with the support of magic and God's holy blessing. Ever since 𝗖ญ่created the land where magical and exceptional creatures exist, tons of evil deeds started to rise, and one day, miasma of darkness took over the land where the evil reigned for some time.
𝗖ญ่decided to give a powerful blessing upon 5 creatures from each faction, made a spear, mighty sword, staff that holds great power, a shield for protection, and the scythe. This helped them defeat the miasma. 𝗖ญ่then decided to lift and add barrier to this land with the help of large powerful magical crystal that is located in the heart of this country. Because of the 5 heroes who were the citizens' light amidst darkness, the country was named vdrlrrr, which means Crystal of Hope, while citizens were called Vidrian.
vdrlrrr, located off the eastern coast of the continent, is a floating island 3,000 kilometers wide. At the heart of the country lies the city of 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪, or the Elder Empire, where people can visit the biggest marketplace in vdrlrrr. One of the most famous spots are the palace of the royal family and its garden where the statue of the king is erected.
At the bright eastern side of the country lies the city of 𝗪𝗶𝗱𝗿𝗂𝗏, land between elves and giants, which is connected to the main city at the river. The city beholds the scenery of the lake, villages, museums, and the city's huge mushrooms and life-size flower gardens packed with more magic.
Entering the mythical side of the country lies the city of 𝗖ญ่𝘂𝗂𝗋𝗿, where people can find the 𝗪𝗏𝗡 forestia, the magical forest where mythical creatures inhabit. The center 𝗪𝗏𝗡 is the forbidden sacred portal to other realms, holding the secret to undying magicness of all mythical creatures.
Moreover, the mountainous terrain of the city of the 𝗪𝗏𝗏, or the Spirit Valley, are an obstacle in expanding habitations of the other Vidrians. With quite few people of the population lies the most sacred, holy, and respected territories of the country, including misty mountains with magical falls, shrines and temples, and several ancient ruins.
The traditional livestock has given way to the people of 𝗪𝗏𝗡𝗏𝗏, or the city of the dream sanctuary, to enrich and supply the country's needs. The city is the countryside of vdrlrrr, wherein tourists can visit farms and villages and experience being closer to nature.
The 𝗩𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏's national flag is a horizontal flag with equal bands of royal blue, golden and bright yellow, mossy green, and iris violet, with a human gender emblem, magic eye, and mythical creature wings. A crystal of hope sits in the center, symbolizing the unification of the 5 cities represented by the 5 colors. Leadership, devotion, and happiness is what makes the country stay magical and in touch with nature.
The main tourist attraction of vdrlrrr is the floating crystal. It was a huge chunk of mysterious mineral that was found by Vidrians underneath the mountains of the said island a long time ago. The spot was called Floating Crystal since the gem could affect the gravity of its surrounding area, thus tourists could hover and levitate around it.
Our country, vdrlrrr, is known for its rich culture. It is a place where you can find peace in nature, experience wizardry, and be enchanted by the magical spots that can be found in this place.
frantic pace of life in the main city has an impact on citizens' speaking patterns. Because it is so busy and noisy, people here chat loudly and swiftly in order to hear each other clearly, which is obvious on their outgoing and sociable behaviors. People in the main city are usually communicative and they enjoy keeping up with the latest events and chatter. Elder peer residents are recognized for their shortness of speech, since they can convey a lot with just a few words and utilizing a lot of colorful and happy terms, which represents their mindset and lifestyle.
The 𝗩𝗶𝗱𝗿𝗄𝗿 residents are tranquil, artistic, and extremely close to nature. They enjoy writing poems and picnicking by the lakes, as well as painting while admiring the massive mushrooms and flowers, where the majority of the country's artists are present. Their behavior is unrestrained. They are kind, calm, articulate, and occasionally poetic as they enjoy using flowery words and giving their statements deep connotations. Their verbal communication reflects the tranquility of their voice.
The people of 𝗖ญ่𝘂𝗂𝗿𝗄𝗏 city are kind, they smile at, they enjoy receiving visitors, they are caring, generous, and honest. It is clear that they have complete and assertive voices when speaking to these imaginary animals, as evidenced by their training. They are exceedingly accommodating, yet they are very careful with their use of words in describing sacred places and their magical culture. They are very respectful to their folks and are aligned with their prophecies.
𝗩𝗶𝗱𝗿 citizens are renowned for being reclusive and devoted. Their faith is unrivaled since they devote themselves completely to worshipping and living in the shrines and temples of their city. When interacting with someone from 𝗩𝗶𝗱𝗿, one may initially feel aloof because they are not well versed in the art of socializing. When speaking with people from distant cities, they employ formal language and titles such as Lord, Lady, and other honorifics to express respect. They speak softly and calmly and have soothing tones that are pleasing and comforting to hear, owing to their reserved demeanor.
Residents of 𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏 include agriculturists, farmers, and graziers. They are quiet and patient when it comes to cultivating their crops, and they are well organized and responsible, and they keep track of their daily tasks. They are pleasant and hospitable to their customers, purchasers, and visitors to their farm. Agriculturists are notorious for their hushed demeanor. They value and appreciate silence as a key ingredient in the development of their crops. They converse calmly and passively with one another, just as they do with their crops. They are polite and descriptive in their speech, and when they speak, they always sound like they're narrating a legend.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 𝗩𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. The local time here is 19 hours ahead of the Philippines area, and it's approaching 5 plastics in the morning. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the fasten seatbelt signs have been switched off. Thank you.